Hey guys, welcome to another podcast with the 100 Thieves Roobet team. We've got the GOAT and 3 unks.
You can't do that, bro. You cannot start out like that.
Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah.
I'm Dev1ce. I'm going to be playing the sniper role in this team. And don't know what to say.
What's up, guys? It's Rain again. I'm gonna be the IGL / the Yapper.
My name is Gla1ve, and I'm gonna be the head coach of the 100 Thieves Roobet CS2 team.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounded really good.
Yeah.
Yo, Rain, what happened? Like, where have you been? And did you know we had to use the body double before I told you earlier?
Oh,
For you, for the
well,
team,
I've been,
the big team shoot.
been stuck in Amsterdam for 3 days. I got very close 2 days ago. I was on the runway, waited 4 hours, and then suddenly I had to turn back again. So it's been a long travel. I got 24 hours here in LA to shoot some content, and then home again.
I think you might be the only person that wouldn't have just like went back home.
Wow, I was close to going back home. On day 3, I was like, Graham, do I just bite the bullet here and go home? And he's like, no, we got this. And I was like, okay.
Dude, do you guys remember when Rain was asleep and we got the notification that he would wake up and his flight would be canceled?
Yeah.
We laughed.
Yeah.
Well,
wait.
when Graham got it?
Yeah,
I saw a message at 7 a.m. when I woke up, like, your flight's canceled. I'm like, what are you talking about?
That was like the 3rd day.
And we also joked about that he could not even go back home if he wanted.
I couldn't.
That's true. He couldn't.
Had to start a new life in Amsterdam. Rain in the red light district.
Okay.
All right, we got a bunch of new people with new roles other than this guy. But you know, Rain, what is it like going into the new IGL role with Gla1ve, you know, the new head coach above you?
Yeah.
Right at you guys, both of you.
Yeah.
I think it's very exciting. I think I got the right guy behind me. I also have Nikolai to help me out. He has some experience from Astralis as well. So it's very exciting. I think we couldn't really get anything better than this, you know. I'm very excited to work with Lucas. I think we share a very similar vision of the game, so it's going to be good.
Yeah. How about you, Lucas?
I think it's going to be really nice. I mean, I'm really excited about having Rain as IGL. He's been a really good player in FaZe for a decade and even a good player longer than that. And having him switch to the IGL role, I feel like it's the perfect time for him. And for me to be able to help a guy get into a new role like that, it's just kind of perfect, I feel like.
Yeah. And do you know like what actually triggered me to just trust you as the head coach, by the way?
No.
Do you remember the interview when I was, this is very transparent with all of you guys in the interviews when I was talking to you guys all. And do you remember when I showed you the Jira board of all the people I had interviewed?
Yes.
And do you remember what you said?
No.
You're like, I was like, look at these guys. This is what their strengths are. And you're like, yeah, but all of these guys, they don't have what I have. And I'm like, what's that? He's like, 4 fucking majors. And I was like, you still got it. I was like, that was the one ego flex you've had this whole time I've known you. And it just showed me you still had the fire in you. And man, I'm just so excited about it. And I think what you guys can do together, you know, like, because I mean, we both IGL'd. You've even IGL'd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a learning curve to it, right? Like there's going to be...
I have IGL'd as well.
Yeah, I know you have it too, actually. Yeah.
With FaZe?
G2.
Oh, with G2.
Luzhnapukan.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's what we were going for, right? Like you came and you said you wanted to do this and you put a lot of thought into it and we talked a lot about it and I could see how much effort you had put into like wanting to do this whole thing. And, you know, together we worked to find the right head coach for you and we couldn't have picked a better guy. I'm not going to lie. It's so much IGL experience and to be able to guide you. And then you also wanted someone to kind of help you on the CT side, which Nikolai is like the perfect person for that. So that's how we ended up with the Unk squad right here.
Yeah.
That was the beginning.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the Unks.
Yeah. We needed something young and fresh
Yeah.
to complement us.
So how did we end up with the Zoomies then?
Yeah, that was quite a long process, right?
A lot of demos, a lot of POVs watched, and I'm very happy. I think we picked our top 3 prospects we got, and I'm very happy with how it worked out.
Yeah. We were pretty lucky. Like we had a a few good candidates, but I feel like the guys that we ended up with is just really perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nicola, how do you feel about like reuniting with Gla1ve after like all this time? And what brought you here? Because you'd been on this Danish Astralis team, NIP, so long.
I mean, there's a lot of things. Just looking at the qualities I know Lucas had, I always wanted him as a coach. Also in Astralis, we had some talks a few times, but you didn't know yet if you want to go
that's true.
play still or coach. I think also just in general, the org is like, I love the feeling of a new project, like the new energy. Everything is quite fresh. I wasn't too worried. Like in the beginning, we had a talk like with the VRS course, stuff like this. I'm pretty excited to get to be in that journey as well. And yeah, I think I said it in some interview a few months ago that I wanted to play with Howie, like for a long time, and yeah, it worked out. I mean, I think you have like all the qualities that a good leader needs to have. You're like really calm. You played with all the right players. You know, like how you want to play. I think it will be really nice. Yeah, I think it mixes really well with the young guys as well.
Yeah.
Like now we've gotten to know them a bit. They seem sharp. They seem like good kids. And some, what do you say? Like I think it'll be really good. Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to them, and something that they complimented you guys on was just how welcoming you guys are. And that's something I noticed too. You guys wanted to bring in the Zoomies, which is obviously something I was excited about.
Yeah.
And even talking to your previous coach, NKJ, just how warm you were towards the Zoomies on the team and how the culture you set, I mean, going way back to the Astralis teams, they're not anxious or they're not scared. They're excited. And that says a lot about the culture you guys are already creating within the team. And it's just really cool to see how you operate.
Yeah. Like me and how when we started to have our first conversations together after I signed, I mean, we had some before as well, but I mean, some of the first conversations we had was like, we needed to have like an age gap of the guys we bring in because we wanted the young talents. Like this was really important for us because we could see it that the future of the international teams is that you kind of bring in these young guys that bring a lot of firepower. And for CS2, both me and Howie could see that firepower is one of the most important parts, I feel like. And we know that we could build a structure together with Dev1ce as well, because like you said, he also been in IGL, but he's also just been a good player for such a long time. And especially on CT sides, like you said, he's phenomenal. So bringing in like 3 guys with firepower is just, I feel like it's the perfect combo for the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Facts. And I mean, I'm just going to wait a second. That's the Swedish thing.
Yeah, I agree to what I said.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works. To do like this.
Yeah.
I lived in Sweden for some time. You do it. You just acknowledge what people are saying. You're like,
well, you didn't know about that. Yeah, that's true.
No, Poi taught us this. This is true. Yeah, when you want to agree with someone in Sweden, you go, that's what the Zoomies are doing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did it in the Zoomie interview. I didn't even mention it.
Hopefully I get to hear it when I'm IGLing a little bit.
Let's go, B.
I don't know how to even approach this because like the narrative in the community is so unfair, and this has happened over the years. But right now, obviously, everyone's low on Dev1ce, which is like outrageous for me to say out loud. Someone that played against you for so long and thinks so highly of you, and I know your mindset and how you approach the game, and I have so much respect for it. How do you guys feel about that? Like, do you guys feel like that's just nonsense? That's unfair? Like, I know I've talked to you on the side, and you're just like eager to show them wrong.
I mean, yeah, for me, it's like I don't want to exclude myself from criticism. I think it's fine. Honestly, like that's just how the game is.
Yeah.
I don't really think too much about it. I've always been like, if I don't think I can contribute on a individual level, I would just rather stop playing because it's not fun to be shit. And yeah, of course, it was a bit bad here the last few months. The whole thing in Astralis was a bit weird. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think too much about it. I've been playing a lot this break, and I feel like I still got it. I don't think I have a lot to prove, but I think I can improve like the team a lot. I can help the team a lot, and yeah, I can still shoot.
Dude, I agree. And you guys also thought the same thing, like even before I talked to Nico. And that's something that just the community doesn't understand, right? They don't understand that we were in negotiations, like we were talking at least before. And so I knew a lot of the inner environment of that team, and it just wasn't a good spot for you to shine.
How long were you in Astralis the last period here? 2 years?
A few years, yeah. And I was the only guy left in the org from the whole org, like from when I started to now.
That's crazy.
Everyone has been changed multiple times. It's like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, the environment was not like, I don't want it. It's always like you talk shit about the X. Like it's. I don't really care too much, to be honest. I think
you had 4 different IGLs in this time, in these 2 years or something,
2 years,
including himself.
Yeah, including himself, but still, that's also just crazy to think about, right?
There's been a lot of like, everyone knows if they follow the scene that it's been up and down in that org, and it's just been so refreshing to go here, like, and meet everyone also from the other teams, and you guys working here. It's like, it's a different vibe. I like it, and I think, as I said, I think you do the talking on the server, and people have their opinions, good or bad. That's just how it is. It was like that.
Yep.
Nerd chills.
For the last 10 years as well.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Yeah. So, how do you guys feel about, like, obviously, Rain, you played under Kerrigan for so long, which is, people say like, oh, Rain's the first time IGL. Dude, you played under one of the greatest IGLs of all time for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Like a very long time. But FaZe has a different style compared to like that Astralis team that was just so structured. How do all 3 of you guys feel about that after all these years? I mean, so many things have changed. You have played different teams around CS2. So how do you guys feel about all that?
About playing under Kerrigan?
Yeah, just like playing Kerrigan into Gla1ve, like a more looser system on FaZe versus like, I'm not saying Kerrigan's a loose IGL, but very different than like that 2018 Astralis team.
Yeah, I think he's, it looks very loose on the server, but I think the time we put out of the server and like just the strats and everything, the way we work around it and how we implement things, it's actually a little structured, if not very structured in how we do things.
Yeah.
Like the rounds, even if it's a default, it's very set up to how we're going to end it as well. So I think he has also changed over the years. I think last year he has changed a lot for other players, which probably negatively impacted his IGLing.
Yeah.
So hopefully he also gets back to his old groove as well.
I do think as well, like CS2, like the tactical approach is very similar for most teams. It's not like teams are too different. Like from when we played back then, a lot of teams would play without systems or play like a bit weirder. Like the base level is so high now that like there's no teams that are like unstructured anymore, as you say.
Yeah,
like,
I think you guys defined the structure. You know, like people were just playing loose and kind of playing off things happening on the server. But when you guys started dominating, you guys had a system that we hadn't seen before. And people did not know how to play against this. That's like most of the time.
Bro, I wasn't buying HE nades until Astralis.
No, because like the utility, the usage. I remember when you guys were coming up, I just remember playing Inferno versus you guys. I was entry back then, like full entry, and I just kept getting naded to like 20 HP every fucking round. I couldn't. It was so hard to play against.
Yeah, that's why you're not entry anymore. Nah, this ain't for me, bro.
I'm gonna go blame F style IGLing.
Oof, I love that.
Yeah.
I think what we did, like, start to introduce more thinking about how to use utility, AGs, smokes as well, probably Molotov, like keeping it, not just wasting them. This was like the biggest factor for our wins. And then, of course, we had one of the best players in the world. We had several best players in the world. But I also feel like now that everybody understands how to use util, it's not possible to play 100% structured anymore. Like, if you want to play 100% structured, you're just gonna go into smokes and need to go through smokes all the time because you will be so slow of taking map control and all this kind of stuff. And when you go, then you have no time left almost. And you have to, it will not be nice to execute in that way. So I also think that it's really good that we have Howie to kind of bring some of the ideas that you have from FaZe and kind of combine it with the ideas I have from my time both in Astralis but also in Ents, where I also think I learned a lot. I think we both have a pretty good understanding about how we want to play, even though we didn't go deep on a server with the whole team yet. We still had a good amount of talks, and we understand that we don't want a fully structured team, at least. That's pretty important for us. We need to kind of have the young guys use the aim and take the duels.
Yeah, use the intuition and go for space when they feel like it. And then I will create a plan.
Yeah. That's what shocked me the most, by the way, in your interview, is when I realized you told me, you were like, I don't think very rigid, you know, like you're willing to let people have freedoms and you think very different than what I envisioned back in like 2018, 2019.
I think I changed probably also.
Yeah, you were ready to like you're like, sometimes you just got to take the gloves off and like, you know, like allow someone to wide swing.
Yeah,
like you were very,
for sure.
You empower people to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes in key moments. Do you think you got the youngins to actually pull it off, or do you think they have some work to do? You guys are the ones I completely deferred to you guys when it came to watching these VODs and stuff or these demos. So how do you feel about their decision making?
I think the decision making is good, but of course we have something to work on.
Sure.
With every young player almost, you have something to work on. But this is perfect because we wanted people with a lot of firepower that we could actually help have a better understanding of the game. And I think we found the right pieces for that. And I also think that role-wise, we are pretty good with what we picked. We didn't like pick 3 superstars or 3 anchor players, but we have a bit of everything that we need.
How about you, Nico?
Oh yeah, man. I like we had some talks yesterday and also like the last few days to like pick their brains, but we're like 5 guys and a coach that haven't we don't come from working together, so it's like 5 different version of seeing or playing your spots, and there's a lot of things that you have to get glued together and understand the game and talk a lot and play a lot, of course. So I mean, like, the guys are definitely sharp, like, and they have played good CS in their respective teams on the last like year at least. So yeah, I mean, I don't think, as Lucas said, that like nobody is perfect. Not me, Rain either. So it's like all of us have our individual paths together with the team path, and we need to like find out how we work together the best. And yeah, I think, as Lucas said, with the roles, it's already like a good start, but we have to, play each other good. Like we always say that in Danish, like make sure that everyone plays better when you are like around.
Yeah. Dude, I love the words I would describe how you guys think is you all have growth mindsets. You don't think you're at a destination. The destination is always getting further away, and you're trying to get as close as possible. And every day is a grind to continue to get closer to that. And, you know, talking to you about the differences in CS2 and your approaches and how you've had to change those things. I mean, I think of you as like maybe the best CS player ever. Like I ranked you like one, and you're like, you know, like I'm not good enough in this area or that area, and I need to do this or that. It's just such an incredible attribute that all 3 of you guys have. And that was like one of the big selling points and why I'm such a believer in this team right now. Hopefully I would be, obviously, in my position, but it's the truth. And I'll bridge that part into, you mentioned to me privately, like CS2 is very different. What would you guys change about the game? That's like hard. Would you change a map? Would you change these smokes? Would you change util? I feel like util is a little clunky sometimes when I pull it out in CS2. The wide swinging weirdness in the legs and shit like that. Like there's so many weird things you could say here.
Just one thing, it's the sub tick. I would change.
Oh, dude, every player says this.
It's the same for me, the sub tick as well.
Yeah.
It just
Would
doesn't
that
feel
change
as
the
crisp.
biggest advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would just
It would change everything, to be honest.
I mean, it would change everything then, because biggest advantage is like the biggest thing for CS2 compared to CSGO. I feel like
it's crazy. Like it's so hard to hold an angle in this game.
It is.
Like if you're just trying to hold that off angle or something and they just wide swing, it's so hard to actually hit it before they can shoot.
Yeah.
Even on Phase It, man, I swear, like if you play like a position like B anchor on Ancient, nobody is holding. They're just peeking, going back, waiting, peeking, going back, waiting. It's like, because peeking is so good. So yeah, as well as being an AWP, like I think you actually you learn how to be really sharp at holding angles because you have to with the AWP. Otherwise, at least online, like some of the times you die, you're just like, this guy was the best player in the world, and then you see his POV, and it's like he's like slow peeking you or
Yeah.
But yeah, sub-take would change it all. I like all the other stuff.
That's
To
interesting.
be honest.
I do too.
I have a question for Nico at least.
What is it?
I mean, do you think that as an AWP player now, if people are jiggling, do you need to like kind of, you cannot really wait, you need to try to shoot when they jiggle because else you'll just be too slow?
Yeah,
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I also like if you are spotted at an angle where you can just peek it good as a T, you have to do something, either move or just go for a really small angle and try to just kill them when they peek. There's a bit of differences with that. But also when you then figure out how the op like gets better, if you're like just peeking without being in zoom, for instance, just wide peeking with the op, zooming, shooting, stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of differences, yeah.
And also maybe I think AWP players now need to be also, I mean, off angles.
Yeah,
maybe
positioning
more.
was like the main thing in CSGO as well, but it's even more important now,
You almost have to play as a rifle with the orb. You cannot just hold a normal angle.
Those angles you could use in CSGO, you can't use anymore, right?
Exactly.
It's so hard to...
I feel like a lot of these top oppers have a super aggressive rifler that kind of pushes fights into them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they have aggression somewhere with like a very good aggressive rifler. And often that causes the team to be a little bit sloppy with their util, a little bit sloppy with their peaks. And an off-angled op just like feast on them. And so it makes like a good aggressive rifler will make an average opper look insane, in my opinion. And
as well, it goes for the T side. Like if you play on a team that's not winning most of their games, you're mostly like a supportive element. You go for some peaks here and there. But if you like, I like Shiro a lot. I think he's really good. But if he was playing in a team that wasn't winning that many games,
without
like,
Donk?
Yeah, or just in another team, like you get like different situations that are not like you would not get as much out of it. So it does change a bit how you play the op, but yeah, I think that everyone is still proving, like Monesi Molodoi, these guys, Saiwu, proving that you can still play it at a high level. And it's just about being, as you say, like in a team where you feel like you have the options and you can contribute in other ways as well.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Donk? I never actually asked you this. Like, what do you guys think of Donk?
I think he's insane, to be honest. I think he's really
I think he's the best player I've played against.
Really?
Yeah.
He's fucking, he's incredible.
He's the best player I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah.
Like, just skill-wise, individual skill, that's insane.
But it's also like, he's so young, but it's his intuition and the way he plays, his movement, his aim, it's so refined. I don't know what to say. It seems like he's played the game his entire life.
You know how like Simple used to grind alone in those prac rooms at the events? Is that what Donk does? Is he like a grinder?
Yeah, he grinds a lot.
He grinds, but he also just grinds face it.
Yeah.
Like Sasha, he had like a whole system, like a routine he used to do. It was like 500 kills with each weapon every day or something. Where he just played and played and played and played. That's why when you played against Simple in his prime, he could win rounds with any weapon almost.
Yeah.
If it was Nova, Max 7, some random MP7 or an MP9, you know, like he would just be instant for everything.
But don't say this. You give me PTSD when I was rooting for you guys at the major. He was busting out the alligator, the auto shot.
Oh yeah, he played a lot with that. Actually.
Well, that was a little bit confusing to me. He had like 4-6, and then suddenly he tell me how we go mid on Anubis, and when he buys an auto shotgun and goes aim, and I'm like,
okay. What happened to my goat?
I trust you, bro. I trust you.
Even in like 2021 Na'Vi as well, when they were the best, he was playing the alligator a lot as well. And Inferno, he played mid with it all the time.
It was pretty good.
The gun's
it is a good weapon.
The gun's actually busted though, for real.
In the right positions, that gun is OP.
Yeah. And you also tilt the opponent a bit when you kill them with those.
Also, you kind of like stun them a bit as well when the first kill happens. It's so loud and it's just in your face.
You don't want to swing. You don't want to swing. Nice. Yeah.
I'm going back.
Yeah.
The most tilting gun to die to?
I think the Zeus. What do you guys think? Knife?
Yeah.
Knife?
Oh man, honestly, like a gun that's annoying to die to is like the MP9, but it happens a lot. But
oh, no.
like,
if you ask
I think
all players, like you cannot track an MP9. Like you
I
have
think
to
it's P90 if you die to P90 or something.
Who buys P90 though?
Jake bought that in CSGO a lot.
Dude.
P90, that's also tilt.
Freak is what I'd like to buy the P90 back in the day. I'm like, bro, this is an inefficient buy. It's like costs so much compared to some of the other SMGs.
Yeah.
I've never bought that.
Knife kill doesn't feel that bad, I feel like. Because it's kind of,
Yeah.
you get surprised always when you die to a knife, but you're also like, bro, what can I do? I cannot even do anything about it.
That's
Yeah.
How can he be behind me, right?
Yeah.
Like it's always your opponent or your teammate's fault.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, knife is probably like the worst. If it's
Yes.
like a bad situation.
Yeah.
You miss
Yeah.
some shot or something like this,
Yeah.
you get knifed. But yeah.
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 You get swarmed like a 1v5 where you're trying to save your op.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
I've
true.
had that happen to me. That's why I stopped playing. It bullied me out the server. What's the most exciting part about this project for you guys, like working with these young players? Like, what are you guys looking forward to with these 3 guys that I just did a podcast with? I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see them grow. Like
Yeah.
I think that they're so young, they have so much potential. I think they can grow so well into different players than what they are now. Like from me and Lucas, from watching everything, we only get to see their POVs. We don't get to actually know how they see the game when they're actually playing it, and with the comps and everything.
Yeah.
So just the entire process of going through that and working on it, I think it's gonna be amazing.
I mean, I played with a few young players now in Astralis as well. What I like the most about it is like the innovation that they kind of have on how they view the game. It's like, as Howie said as well, they have some thoughts that you might never have had yourself as well.
Yeah.
That when you see like a demo, you don't know what is going through their mind. Like to play like as an op, you play with almost all players, different spots all the time. So to find out like their groove, what they like to do, and how to play up against them is like something I like a lot when I play with new players, to find out how that will work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like the whole project is so exciting because, I mean, from the one-on-ones with the players, that's going to be exciting to work with them more individually than what you kind of had time for before, because now you see things in probably a different way. And before, I didn't really watch the other guys' POVs that much, but now I will. And I will look more into the macro of how we play in general. So I'll also be working even closer with the IGL. Probably when I was the IGL, I worked closely with the coach, but this is something that is also really important both for me and for you. So, but also just like standing behind the guys for the first time when we're going to tournaments and taking the tactical timeouts and all this kind of stuff. That's like exciting for me to think about being in that position, because it's something I never tried before, but I just feel like it's going to be really nice.
Do you think you're going to be that guy that walks paces back and forth, or you're just going to like sit there calmly?
I think I will be walking. I'm pretty sure I'll be walking behind them, and just like the small, like giving, if I can touch them, probably, I mean, at most tournaments I will be able to in the beginning at least. But to give them some high fives and stuff like this, that's gonna be cool.
It's probably gonna be pretty nerve-wracking. You don't have sound in game, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're diffusing or something.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, do we have it? Do we have it?
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty.
It's crazy that I slipped that clause in where you have to wear like a full suit for all the matches. Did you know that?
What?
You're gonna wear a suit. You're gonna be that coach.
I'm
and,
gonna
like,
wear a suit. I was a bit confused because I'm gonna wear the jersey.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like the boys.
Look like the boys. Are you gonna keep the long sleeves?
I'm gonna keep the long sleeve.
Let's go. I would do the same.
Yeah.
So I guess the next question would be like, what do you guys want to do to help these young players grow on the team? I know, Lucas, we've talked a lot about, the sports psychologist could help, the assistant coach you're looking at, but the question's honestly directed at each of you. Like, how do you believe the best way is to kind of make these players grow over this year and escalate into the players they can like dream of being one day?
I mean, I can start. I think having one-on-one with the players and kind of go through the games or the practice games with them, even the official games with them, just looking at their POVs and telling them what they can do different. I'm not the kind of guy that tells them like, you need to play like this, this, or this. I want to kind of make them understand how I see things and make them make their own decisions out of that. And I also think there's a lot of things that all of us, but also me, can help with outside of the game, because we have been trying so much, like playing on the biggest stages, kind of understanding how to handle pressure and stuff like this. That's really a big important part, and also not getting too frustrated at yourself just because you lose a duel you shouldn't lose and stuff like this. How to get past it, move on, and stop overthinking, all this kind of stuff. I think it's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys.
I mean,
it's very similar to what he just said.
yeah,
It's just about like being there for them and helping them and controlling emotions mainly. Also, what he's saying, staying calm on stage once we get there. You know, it's not going to be a lot of stage matches in the near future, but hopefully eventually
Smaller
we'll be
stages.
Smaller stages. Also, I think utility is something we can help a lot with. I think in tier 2 and stuff, I see a lot of utility being thrown without a purpose, and I think that's something you guys can bring a lot into and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I see myself like kind of as an equal with the young guys as well. I don't want to push too many like personal opinions and stuff like this. Of course, like we talk about stuff as a team, but I mean, I think I just want to like help them stay confident and not like overthink, like Lucas says. Like we can put some options into their minds, but if they choose the same thing as they did before, I think that's okay. Like as long as they stay confident and stay focused and believe in themselves, like we cannot, or I don't want to put any like doubt into their minds if they're like good enough and stuff like this, because when you're young, you're usually a bit more insecure and you might think like you have the imposter syndrome. I had that at least when I was young, like yeah, stuff like this. So just feel confident and help, like always make sure that they know we believe in them.
Yeah, I think there's also not sure what this saying is in English, but like if you have some diamonds, if you sharpen them too much, they will not be. I mean, they have to have kind of the edges that they have. I mean,
facets.
Yeah. I mean, every guy is different, and maybe some has something that doesn't make them a perfect player. But if you try to change him too much to make him a perfect player, maybe he'll lose that kind of edge he has, or what is making him like a great player in his own way.
Very well said. Like, how would you feel like Simple would have jived on like some of your teams?
That's
like,
exactly,
it would have ruined him.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking about a guy like Magisk, because me and Magisk had some clashes, and also Dupree, but that was more in-game. I can say like an example with Dupree was that he was not that good with utility, throwing util like in the correct way, sometimes wasting it a bit. But besides that, he had really good aim, really good movement, really good communication. So I didn't want to try to make him perfect and work so much on util, but instead just relax and let him be good at what he is good at. And I think this is something also really important.
Yeah.
I'm ready to run through the wall for you right now, dude. Kool-Aid man, this place. How does it feel for you two to play together after like all these years? Like,
it feels pretty good for me.
Yeah,
you know,
amazing. Yeah,
I've played against him for the last 10 years that I've been playing, and it's the most annoying opera I've ever played against. You know, never he misses a fucking shot, a shot. So I'm very happy to have him in the team, and also I think he can bring a lot to the CT side and also the T side as well. I know he's gonna be vocal in the things he wants to do, and I think that's a pretty good strength to have in an opera, where they have their plays they want to do, and you can play around the opera in a way.
For sure, yeah. I mean, we almost like have played the entire like same span of years as well, and a lot against each other in different like teams and stuff. And yeah, I mean, everyone always says that about you as well. You're like the best teammate. Anyone that played with you always say that.
Oh, so you don't know that yet. It might not be true.
Yeah,
that's when I was in face. People thought I was running that shit, you know?
Might be blackmail or something like that, yeah. But I think same goes with like, I like to play with people that have like the calm mindset, like not overthinking and stuff like this. I think it fits very well into what I can also go in and be the best version of myself. And yeah, I think like we might be the Unks and the Unk podcast, but we're still like young in the way we like treat our body, the way we live, stuff like this. I think that it doesn't like shine through that we are like, you know, with a stick and gray hair, everything, you know. I think like we're some of the guys that can still like fucking play and like carry games and stuff like this as well, even though we have more years than some of the others.
Love it. I love that answer.
I think also when you see a lot of other players, even younger than you, I mean, I could be one of the guys as well, but maybe even younger than us, is not really, maybe they have a career for maybe, let's say, 5 years, and then you don't really see them again on a team, or they just play not on the best teams. And with you guys, you have always managed to somehow stay on top of your game, even though you haven't always been like the best players in the world. You always managed to stay on top anyway, and that is something I think is really, really incredible.
I'm curious, like, overall, after all these years, man, I remember boot camping against you guys and just getting shit on just over and over in these scrims. How have you guys maintained this high level? And I mean, what you told me at dinner about like going into the stress, that told me everything I needed to know about the answer from my POV, but I'll let you explain.
Oh, I mean, for me, like, when you're young, you don't think too much about stuff. Like, we were on the road a lot and life was just life. Of course, I always like prioritized moving and breathing, all of these things that, of course, breathing is universal, but like breathing exercises and stuff like this. Yeah, I mean, always been like kind of trying to have a routine and a structure, because if you don't have like consistency in your life, how will you maybe find it in game, stuff like this. But growing older as well, you have to like, and even with my like stress related issues, I've worked a lot with a lot of sleep professionals, with a lot of different types of coaching. I still use on a regular basis some people in my like individual like life in regards to optimizing like CS and my life as a CS player. But honestly, it's like, it's also very driven by being happy in general. Like, stress is of course worse when you're not thriving in your environment and stuff like this and having the right culture. So I think that is why there's been like bumps on the roads as well for me. But in CS, you also just gotta play a lot, especially now with CS2. You can't like only be motivational, like driven. You have to be driven by your discipline and your routine. Because I think for me at least, and I guess most people, like motivation is up and down, and you need to be like a bit strict in my life at least with keeping up and keeping myself to the standards that I want. Yeah.
Well said, dude. I'm like, your mindset, I've talked to so many sports psychologists, bro. Like, you have such a good way of, you know, thinking about your career and work-life balance. And yeah, there's situations where I'm sure we've all dealt with over these years where your outside life is terrible. But man, when your inside the server life is terrible with your outside life, like, it is really hard. So I totally agree with what you said about being happy. Like, that is a very, very important thing that honestly isn't talked about enough, like in gaming, because that's often what causes people's downfalls in their career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also spreads, like, if you think too much.
Yeah.
I think I've read a few books and all of this about like performance and all that. And what correlates mostly with me is like when I think too much on how I want to be as a player or how I see the game, or like if you think too much when you're playing, you lose your intuition, you lose your flow. Like you just want to, like Lewis said, you have to reset a lot in CS. You have to, of course, think, and you have to contribute when you're dead and all these sorts of things. But when you start like thinking, you also start doubting, you start not like reacting intuitively. Yeah. And I think a lot of that like spreads in CS, because you will have periods where you are just playing your game, you're not thinking at all, you're maybe your best version of yourself, and then you have like a rough period, you have to work and think a lot of what you're doing, but it also comes from just getting through that.
Do you do the Rob shit where you like measure your height on your desk and stuff?
Honestly, I don't. I had like a period where like you can feel comfortable playing a lot of ways. I think that some people have to do that to have the 100% consistency in how they sit, but yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah. How about you guys?
For what? Which part of it?
The whole question, like
the longevity part.
The longevity part.
How have you been here for so long, man? Still fragging out.
I don't know. No, I mean, in the beginning of my career, I didn't really care too much about my health. I would say, I just loved the game. I just wanted to play. But one thing I think kept me going for so long is also how I took my breaks. Like when my player break started, I didn't touch CS until I started up again almost. So I took a full reset for those 3 weeks we had off, and I came in, and then it kind of lasted me the whole season. And the only time that I had like a rough period mentally in the game was during COVID, when I had to sit at home. Because going from playing on stages and playing in front of the crowds and playing for what you're playing for, right? It's hard to go and then you just play online again. And I think that period of time was the one where I decided, like, I was close to like leaving FaZe. I didn't even know if I want to play anymore. So yeah, I think for me it's just about the reset button in the breaks. And I'm a gamer by heart, so I just love gaming. Like even if my off time, I will play other games. I'll play CS, you know. So
what about you, Lucas?
I mean, I retired as 30 years old, so I cannot say.
Oh,
you still had a long career. I remember watching.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember sitting in these MSL cups.
Source, like
casual cups.
Yeah, and I remember. I think you just signed to a team. I don't remember who it was, but you were a young prodigy back then. I remember. And you came into the TeamSpeak. Everybody was just quiet. Oh, Gla1ve is here.
That's actually funny. Yeah. But I mean, I can say a little bit about what you shouldn't do. Because I think it's really important what these guys are doing, and they are focusing a lot about the body. Like you said, you take 3 weeks break I think that's good. I mean, it's pretty individual probably.
Yeah.
Somebody needs it, somebody doesn't. But you also really talk a lot about how much moving your body is important to you. And that's why you had longevity. I remember you saying this in an interview before. And you also have always been, since I know you, almost working out every day. And that is something that I think is really, really, really important. And it's something that I don't believe I was the best at, even though I knew it was the best for me. I didn't always feel like I had time, or I didn't prioritize it enough. And I think it also made me a bit unstable in game. Like, so I had some periods where I played really good, and then some periods where I played really bad. I think the hardest part is when you get out of that routine of going to the gym. It's so hard to get back because you really have to pull yourself up and do it. And the biggest frustration for me, and why I also a bit decided to end my career as a player or as an IGL, it's also because the frustration of not performing individually and kind of feeling that you're letting your team down or your teammates down, that is just not nice. So then it's better to be a coach.
Talk to a lot of football players about that. Like, you don't base like your self-worth in your performance. You know, you gotta like have more than just like your nickname, like Dev1ce. If Dev1ce is not like performing, as Lucas would say, like for me, and I'm getting better at that, but it's incredibly hard. You have to separate that from like your life. But it is like, it feeds so much negativity into your life when you are not doing it. And as I was like, you start thinking so much more about in a negative mindset, and it's so hard to get out of. Sometimes those like, you have to find other ways to also appreciate yourself than just like playing good, in my opinion, at least.
Damn, dude. I'm about to lay down on the couch and just have you guys be my therapist. You guys are...
We've been through some experiences.
You guys are spitting.
That's true.
Dude, how you mentioned the hard times in COVID. How do you guys feel about like starting from the ground up? Like, you want to talk about why we chose this over, getting a core, and like, are you guys worried about the open circuit, like grinding the slums?
Yeah. I mean, we had some opportunities to bring in some cores if we wanted to. But I think both me and Harry decided that we really believe in the young prospects, and we don't want to bring some young prospects that we don't really believe in. So it's more about building for the future. We know that the first season can be pretty tough, and maybe we'll not make our goals. And that's just how it is, because it's not about going short term for us, but we want to build this for a long term thing. Yeah,
I kind of miss those LAN events we're gonna go to.
Yeah, you will see, bro. You will see.
It's that feeling you get when you go into like a sweaty bio gaming hall. I kind of miss that. That's where we came from. That's what I started enjoying CS the most is from those places. So I'm
Sweaty
excited.
Gaming Hall. DreamHack winter or summer? What do you like more?
The Gathering in Norway.
The Gathering. I know
That's
that
old
one.
school.
That's all.
Does it still happen?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh shit!
Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe they stopped.
Like Copenhagen Games for us.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
Copenhagen game.
Copenhagen. But it's funny to see because I just saw a clip that reminded me of Copenhagen Games where I think it was Sashi with Smuja, where he was standing up as in chair and yelling to the other side of the hall to the opponent's team. And that just reminds me of the good old days. And this is actually something that we could be experiencing. We will see, depend on what tournaments we're going to attend, right? But I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, it will be a grind for sure. There's no doubt about it.
I even told like our first conversation, I always leaned towards like starting over because otherwise you would have to like buy a course, Lucas said, and maybe like you already knew like, that guy is not the guy we actually wanted. I think also playing a lot of CS like officially is just, I love that. Like knowing that you don't have to wait and then play 1 or 2 games and wait and stuff like this. So I like to play, like you get your rhythm as a team more faster if you play more. And yeah, I guess we also have to find the right balance. Like Graham is like cooking.
Yeah, he's cooking.
The VRS, how to do
Yeah.
it the right way and
That's
stuff like
cooking.
this. But yeah, I think, as Lucas said, it can be very challenging and we don't know like exactly what to expect from it. But it could also be like the thing that glues us together. And when we then get to like the good tournaments, we have a lot of experience together and we have like a lot of momentum that we can bring with us. And then suddenly you're in, like when you're in the hot seat of the tournaments, it's going to be crazy good. Yeah. It's going to be a really good feeling because we worked like really hard for
That's
it
true.
and set the goal to be there.
Yeah.
Cool.
One of the best inside jokes that my American teams had was after 2012 ESWC, we were on Area 51. We went to Paris without any jerseys. The feeling of beating the pro teams that were wearing the jerseys without jerseys is the craziest feeling.
Yeah.
But no pressure, of course.
I will have jerseys.
Yeah, we will have.
Yeah, we'll have the jerseys. That's what I'm saying. The no jerseys are on the other side.
Oh shit, yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. That was super funny back in the day, though.
Mm.
Man, we grew up in a crazy time, man.
Those were fun times.
It
Yeah, there was
fun.
like no money. It was awesome.
Yeah.
There's also one thing that I miss from that era is like all the teams were kind of friends.
Yeah.
You know, you
Yeah.
talk to people, you
Yeah.
met them outside of the server and stuff like that. And now it's so serious that you don't really see anybody. You say hello to some other
Yeah.
team and then it's over, you know?
Dude, that tournament, we needed NIP to win, like against N faculty or whatever. And I went to sleep that night, like, man, I hope they're getting a good night of practice. And then my teammates were like, Forrest is double fisting beers right now. Freiburg is like, no. And then they went out the next day and just beat their asses. I was like, yes. Dude, those were the wild days, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Before practice rooms, every team was almost drinking. I remember. I
Yeah,
told the
a
young
lot.
boys about like we traveled a lot without practice rooms. They were like, "What did you do?"
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of teams were having
Yeah.
beers. That's what was happening back then.
Remember Katowice 2017, first final with Nico, we played you guys.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had to drag my team out of the after party at like 3 a.m. We got a final against them the next day. I'm like, guys, come on, please. Let's go back.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, that was different times.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
You guys probably have so many stories, but
Yeah,
for another day.
That's not for here.
Not for,
No,
not for the
no,
podcast.
definitely
That's
not for here.
Yeah.
What do you guys think success looks like in the open circuit grinding from tier 2? Like 6 months timeline, you know, like where do you guys, obviously you don't want to have expectations be too high, right?
Yeah.
You guys are all aware of that. So where are your expectations at?
I mean, I can say because this is something that we're going to work with our performance coach on, of course. And I don't want us to sit here and make a lot of expectations, but of course you have some expectations individually, but we didn't really set them as a team yet. And we will also see how we'll manage to do that. But yeah, it's going to be hard. I also think that it's tough to just put a number and say, I hope we'll be top 20 or something like this. I think it's better to just kind of work on your goals and have expectations to yourself, like what you're going to bring to the team. How do you want to be as an individual player. And we can do, like, let's say Dev1ce have some expectations, but he knows, like, deep inside that he is not the one that can, he's not the only one who's going to influence it, right? He has so many different parts of the team that is also going to influence it. So it's better to just have some individual expectations. I'm going to do this, this, and this for the next 6 months, and hopefully this will bring us a lot of wins.
Yeah.
How do we follow up with that?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just decided what you guys' expectations should be.
No,
But I mean, do you guys really understand what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree.
I'm just copying your homework, bro.
I mean, for me, I think you always have a lot of like thoughts about how things can go and how the path can look, but I've never predicted it correctly myself.
Yeah.
It's always more trickier than you think, or something happens, and we haven't even like been on the server together. So for me, it's like I just want to create the right environment, like we talked to, help being a piece of that, and in the right environment, I think with the players we have and the whole setup we have from you guys as well, I think that there will be some like result-based expectations. One way or another, we'll find out what that is. We haven't talked about it, but I think if we follow up with our intentions, like the results will come and success will come. So we have to, do that first.
Yeah. Top 15 by the summer. That's my expectation.
We'll be
Perfect. That's
ranked
exactly what I mean.
at least.
That's what I mean. I actually remember in Astralis we did this in the beginning of the season. Beginning of the season, we always set expectations of what tournaments we want to peak at. Do you remember this?
Yeah, we never won those.
Yeah, we never won those tournaments we want to peak at. We won all the other ones, but not the ones we want to peak at.
We wanted to peak at Cologne. We never won that one. We
Why do you
wanted to
think
peak
that
at Copenhagen and Denmark. We never won that one.
Yeah, it was so funny. But the thing is, I think it was still good what we did, because it made us prepare really well for that tournament. But it was always the tournaments right before that we played good at. And then we kind of won those. And then we came to the one we want to peak at. We didn't win.
The work is never wasted.
Yeah. I mean, we had the majors.
That's a banger right there.
And that's true.
Put it on the wall.
Yeah.
We need it framed. Dude, what was the tournament that started it all for you guys? Marseille?
No.
I actually think it was like
the
first major was like
Atlanta?
Yeah. I think the tournament before that we won as well, but the major
was
for me.
ECS?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the major for me.
I think for me it was the Oakland. You remember Oakland? Where we lost to SK?
I was wasted at that tournament a lot.
Huh?
I was drunk.
You was drunk?
Not when we were playing, but I was partying at
That's
that
why we
tournament.
lost. You remember we lost to SK, I think.
Yeah.
And I just remember after that game, that's almost when I joined the team. I think it was 2016, late 2016. And that was one of the first tournaments with me. And I remember after that Oakland tournament, I was like, all these teams have no clue how to play CS. And and that was exactly what I thought, because nobody knew how to use utility. Yeah. Everybody was just throwing the smokes like it's something they didn't want to have in their belt. And it was so fun because after that tournament, I just knew, give us like a few months and we will just win against all these teams. And that's like exactly what happened.
Bro, you had to feel like one of those OG signed to like Galileo or Copernicus, like just like this guy's fucking crazy.
Man,
he's talking about all his utility. Like
he joined the team, and I remember some of the first like talks we had were like so short as well. Like you just knew what you wanted. Like we default this way, blah blah blah. We just start playing, and it worked. Whereas before I played with Finn as well, and back then we didn't have that much walkthrough, but he was more spawn calling. Yeah. Like it was just spawn calling back in the day. And that I liked that, but some of the other guys were having a hard time with that. And I think that you just like had this calm feeling of as long as we don't throw the round, we will win the round.
Yeah, that's true. And I also remember that you guys had this kind of choking back in the days. Like everybody said that you were choking. But I was Danish and I was playing from a bit lower team before I joined you, so I was watching all of your games, of course, and I just knew that the choking part, maybe it felt like that for you, but watching from the outside, I just always had the feeling that when you went into those late tournaments, like when you went into the semifinals, finals, quarterfinals, it's just because you started to play better teams that they just kind of exploited your weaknesses. And for you, it could feel like choking because you were so good in group stages, but just feel like a lot of these teams were just not the best.
Honestly, also back then you were in the quarterfinal after winning 2 best of ones at the major.
That's true.
That's true.
It's like it was a bit shit.
Yeah, it was a bit weird.
And then you were like for sure qualified for the next major as well with the good seed as well.
Yeah.
The circuit was weird.
Dude, it was a matter of time though with you guys. Like I've spent a lot of time in Europe boot camping. I think your cores just beat my ass more than anyone. Like I'm talking like 16-2s in practice, like just so demoralizing. Like we couldn't do anything. We couldn't win fights. We couldn't run strats. And it's not because you guys were scrimming us and playing like gloves off CS. You were just dominating us. And so I just knew like one day this shit's going to click and these guys are just going to just destroy. And I thought it was Marseille.
Marseille was with Magic. There was like, but we started winning with Carabao before that, and we had our up and downs with him. But yeah, with Magic, it was Marseille. That was like, then
he was also extremely good. Like getting him in was just like the final piece.
Yeah,
because he was so good individually.
I don't remember who got the MVP of that event.
I mean, I had it from DreamHack, that's true, but not from HLTV.
They robbed you.
That's true. Yeah, that's
I got robbed.
Who was HLTV?
Simple. I had
that's true. Yeah,
I had 130 something, 134 or something rating at the tournament, but Simple had 156.
Oh,
and we beat them in the final, so I couldn't win the MVP.
Wow.
I don't think actually you also had. I think you were right next to me, either above or below.
Yeah.
But you were always like this, bro. It was almost impossible to win MVPs with you and the team. You were always just above everyone rating-wise.
Yeah, I even and they've changed it so much since, I think.
Yeah.
They don't
that's
really...
That's why you didn't win lately, MVPs.
Yeah,
because they changed
the
formula.
No,
I mean,
kidding. I mean, I think, But it was also, when you're just winning as a team, like, it's everyone will feast. We had like everyone was in the top 20, and you see it with some of the teams now, Vitality and that. Like we always looked at it that way. Like if you have team success, everything else will just follow.
Yeah,
like
true.
you can
Did
have
you guys have 5 people in top 20?
We have 5 people in top 13 actually.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That was really crazy.
That
was 2018.
Make some room for the rest of us.
Yeah, I mean. We had this picture, do you remember?
Yeah.
Was it all of us?
Yeah.
Everybody standing with the top 20 medal, I think.
So insane.
Yeah, it was really, that's what was actually a crazy year for us.
But I think like we never had any like individual, like I can say from my side at least, I talked a lot with Danny about it as well.
Yeah.
Back in the day, to have like, I didn't even have that many individual ambitions because we all knew like, we can win, we probably gonna win and someone will be the MVP, but it was like the winning feeling and I miss that so much.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's when you then don't have that in your life, things are a bit different, but that is like the individual like HLTV list and stuff like that is just like a side bonus, but the other things are like winning as a team is just you can't explain it.
But it's also that why it's so hard. Like when you first been up there on top, you tried it also, like winning so much, and then when you stop or you start losing, it's just really, really painful.
Yeah,
and you also have this kind of feeling: will I ever get back there? Right?
I don't know what it's like to be up there, but the losing part's hard. Did you ever accept his friend request? Because we were talking about that.
I added you a few months ago.
It's kind of crazy, no?
Yeah, on Steam.
On Steam?
Yeah.
But you have too many, right?
I have too many, I think.
No, I'm there.
He's not going to add you. He's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Will you accept him?
Oh, probably.
Probably.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, we have to get through the first break. Let's see.
Let's see how the first week goes.
Oh my god, yeah, that's true. At least I have the young guys with me now. I can face it with them.
I asked how his top 3. So his top 3 teammates of all time. So I'm going to ask both of you guys.
Oh,
And since you can't say anything, I want you to rank them. Like, be like, tell me whose is better at the end of this.
you mean the guys we played with?
Yeah, all time. Like, who are your favorite 3 teammates?
Bro.
And then I ranked
I
them
think me and
afterwards.
Dev1ce
Yeah,
is
you
going to
say
be
who
a
has
bit
the better teammates.
different, actually.
Who's going to win?
Oh,
It
from
might
those
be,
two?
it might
Yeah.
be.
I think we're going to be a bit different. But top 3 is also really hard because
It's also recency bias, right? Because
Yeah.
it's so long since we played together. But yeah, you go first.
bro, I cannot do it.
You just say 3 names, remember, no? Instead of 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Can I pick coaches also?
Yeah, go with whatever.
Then I would say Sonic for sure because this guy was something special. I feel like he was really important to the team.
Yeah.
We learned so much from him, and it was just important to have him to kind of glue it all together. Then I will say, bro, I cannot say anyone from the old Astralis days. That's
Why not?
Favorite children. He's picking his favorite
Bro,
children.
I cannot pick between.
But
my
we were
two-
like a family, so
That's
it's like
it. It's
everyone
so
in that
tough.
team is like guaranteed.
Yeah,
We
I'm
could
gonna
pick from other like.
I'm gonna pick from other kind
Yeah.
of teams.
This is cringe,
Then I
right?
will,
Yeah, well, you go. You have Dev1ce sitting right here, man.
What?
Are you sitting? Nico is sitting right here.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
just
not.
kidding.
It's not about him.
No, I know.
Because I think he knows that I would.
Yeah.
It's not about that. I think it's too tough of a question to be honest
Yeah.
to pick between those guys back in the days because I really cannot do it to be
Okay.
honest.
We
Yeah.
take away Astralis 2018
Yeah.
lineup.
If I take away, I will pick my coach. Sonic, that's fine, I think. And then I would pick. If I cannot pick, then I would pick. I think I would pick Gla1ve actually, but that was because I think he was. First of all, I think he was a funny guy, and he was hardworking. And I know that.
I'm not gonna say anything.
No, that's right. And I know he has this bait F and stuff like this. And of course, I'm not only thinking about in-game, but also just outside of the game. Me and him had a good time together, I feel like. And the last guy, oh, that's going to be a tough one. Actually, that's really tough. I think then I'll just pick Dev1ce. He's sitting right next to me.
All right.
Oh, you went into the well.
I mean,
Yo,
for
I
me,
wouldn't take that Dupree. If I were you, I wouldn't take that. I'm messing with it.
That's so tough.
like everyone in that team is like on the list. For
You
sure.
guys were too close.
Yeah.
They have
we
to
are
be on
like
the list,
family,
everyone.
and we might not talk as much right now. Some of us talk more, and some of us talk less. But like everyone is like loved, like deeply as well. But if I go beyond that, I would pick Hampus from NIP.
Yeah.
We didn't play together. We played together for half a year, but we had a lot of fun. He's a really fun guy. In Astralis, I like Boss as well. He is like one of my good friends as well.
Yeah.
And probably also Yabby. I think Yabby, if you just put him in any top team in the world, he will be heroic Yabby again. And I like from the outside, he has like these frustration problems when you look at him. But honestly, he is like the perfect teammate in all other senses than like the frustration. He is hardworking. He is innovative. He plays a lot. He is like a good support. Like he will always have your back. And yeah, those would be my 3 guys.
How would you rate this? You're in.
Which one is the best?
Yeah, what are you thinking about this?
I'm gonna go for Lucas's list, I think.
Dang, dude.
Let's go, bro.
I like that. He picked the 1.6 player.
Why do you think that?
I think Sonic. I think he probably had. We don't know how much impact he actually had for you guys, but it just seemed like he was very important to the entire team you guys
It's
had.
just I'm also not thinking about contribution like inside of game, but just
like
how
outside as
funny
well.
he was.
Yeah, he
outside
is
of game, bro.
underrated in every aspect. He
Yeah,
is
it's like,
funny.
he's
He
so
is
funny.
smart. He is.
I've heard a lot of good things about him from Finn as well, because they were also pretty close. So huge respect to him.
Yeah.
And Gla1ve, you know, I have never played with him.
What?
No, I don't think I've ever played a game, even faces with him.
Yeah.
But his individual skill and his work ethic seems crazy.
Yeah.
So and then you put Dev1ce, so that's gonna beat that.
Yeah. True. And he didn't put me, right?
No,
Damn.
Well, I wasn't allowed.
That's
it's fine, bro.
crazy.
It's fine.
If I have to do, I would do
No.
you, Sonic, and I would probably put Sip if I had to. And then
there you go. There's the list.
yeah, there's the list. I already knew that. That would be my like 3 guys if I had to pick. But Dupe and Magic are also like right there.
Yeah. What's it like seeing Zip on mouse? What's
I
that
like to
for
see
you
him
guys?
at tournaments. Like he's a funny guy as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys still talk?
Yeah, I talk to Zip.
Love that. All right, man. Let's wrap up. What are your guys' final thoughts, and let everyone know where you're heading? Like, what's next for you guys? I know what's next, but where are you guys going after this?
I'm gonna try to get home.
Hopefully soon.
No, but it's home to practice, to go over theory, to put in the groundwork, and then hopefully we get a bootcamp going soon to actually see it unfold on the server.
Yeah, we're waiting for our bootcamp office in Belgrade to get done, and as soon as that's done, we'll go on a bootcamp. That thing's going with the performance coach as well, getting some workshops done and all this kind of stuff.
I picked out the PCs for you guys. 100 FPS max. You guys are like
Nice.
training in flip flops, and you're gonna lace up, the Nikes for match day.
We don't need any more. I don't need any more than 100 repairs for coaching. I think.
I like
It's
maybe
fine.
150. Or something.
Sponsor us
sounds
with
good.
part. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we need to get used to the tournaments we're going to, right? So 150 is good, I think.
That's crazy.
There's good pieces, no? Like
At the
decent.
tournaments we're going to? It depends, I think, bro.
Can we bring our own?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that will probably be sometimes we need to bring our own.
Oh man. Anything to say to the fans? Any thanks or anything like that on the send out right now?
Oh yeah, I mean like the reception has been really great from the fans. To be honest, I think the people that support us will stay loyal. You can feel it already. The 100 Thieves family as well, and of course Roobet for making it all possible. Yeah,
That's true. I think this 100 Thieves Roobet CS team is going to be amazing.
I agree. I can't wait to see you guys play.
You like that? You know we have to say that, right?
Yeah, okay. 100 Thieves Roobet Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
The best team.
Soon.
see you soon, BC game.
Yeah.
See you soon.
See you on the server.
See you
BC
soon.
game.
Yeah.
All right. Be sure to subscribe down below. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are amazing.
Thank you, guys.
I can now fanboy. Thank you. Peace.
Peace out.